Exactly. So, we open back up with this scene of confusion across 40 or so feet of Xandric staring over at Vargel after having dispelled whatever this creature was.
Yeah. You... So you... Did you stab it?
I just kind of like, yes,
But
perfect strike.
no blood.
None. I believe something's playing tricks.
Yes. Probably an illusion of some kind, this was.
Well, this job became a lot less exciting for me. I was hoping to have some sort of natural cause for whatever was going on. Maybe a beast I hadn't encountered before, but at this point, it seems I'm going to be snapping the neck of some weakling magic caster.
I don't know. This is very different from what I have seen. If this was an illusion, it could manipulate our minds. But
We both resisted. I don't believe this has that much power.
very well. It pays to remain cautious in the face of unknown variables, though.
Of course. I shall remain unseen. That's how I want to be.
Good.
Do you think that this was planted here to deter local or scare away wildlife?
Something of
Do you
the
think
sort.
that there's more of a deep meaning to it?
No, I think it could be both, but at the very least, we are heading to a place, a very specific place in the wood. If I were to erect some kind of obstacle, I would erect it here. I think we must move on.
Aye.
But be wary, though I need not tell you that. I guess we move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, my guy's just, like, whispering to himself, just, like, shield your mind, like, trying to, to not have,
Yes, just fuck magic casters.
fuck magic.
Fucking Arcanist, yeah.
Yeah. I would like you, Vogel, to roll me a survival check, please. Just
Man.
as you try and find Coldspout.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, so you journey in the
I rolled an 8,
direction-
guys.
Yeah. You look sort of behind you, and you look ahead of you, and you notice that on the trees around you, the sort of thin layer of amber around it seems to be thicker on one side of the tree, of every tree, and they're always facing the same direction. So you begin basically heading in the opposite direction. So the tree has a thicker side on this side, so you begin heading that way, basically like opposite direction from the thick side. Essentially.
Yeah.
To
I
the
don't see
amber.
this.
Yeah. And you keep moving through, and it takes you a couple more hours of this just sort of eerie,
So
quiet.
you're saying that all of the amber is direction?
Not all of it, but it's thicker.
Yeah.
That's what you were rolling a survival to see.
Okay.
So the trunk is like that. The amber is more like shifted to one side. It's thicker on this side. So yeah, you're like.
Is there any wind blowing right now?
No, it's eerily quiet.
And it's raining, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are the raindrops like falling in the direction of the way that the thicker amber is
Roll me a perception.
facing?
You think it's possible? From what you can tell, the rain is falling diagonally, as wind might push it to be. As the wind might be pushing it, it's falling sort of at an angle, and that angle is the same one as the direction the amber is facing.
I'll just kind of like mentally log that and keep going. I don't really say anything. I'm just kind of like sitting there, like kind of hunched over, just watching the rain and like just.
I trust his tracking
Silently.
ability. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you move for another hour or so, pushing through. And you begin to notice the trees growing ever so thinner, like it would be barely noticeable to anybody else. But this is sort of like confirmation in your head that you're probably going the right way. And eventually they grow thinner and thinner until you realize you're in somewhat of a clearing. And with your 12 perception, you notice that basically it's really hard to notice when you're like just looking flat, but at a slight angle you can see there is a section, a large, probably 300 foot diameter sinkhole in this clearing.
Yeah, I kind of just like, I put my hand up, snap, and then just point like directly so that he can see where it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've arrived at the right place.
And because there is a lot more sort of green, would-be green sort of overgrowth coming out here, of just grass and weeds and such coming out of the ground in this clearing, you notice they aren't green. They are this sort of odd gray in this area.
That is very strange. You say last time you heard or saw this place, it was a reservoir or some kind of water spout.
That's what the locals said, yes.
But
Never been here myself.
it doesn't have any water in it, does it? Whiskey.
Do you go over?
Oh,
Down?
I was going to just sort of look over the edge.
Yeah, you go up to the edge, and essentially you see a sinkhole that is about 70 foot deep.
God damn.
Until it hits a lake of water. Like a sort of, almost like this was probably like an underground pool that sort of just collapsed into.
Okay.
Like just below the surface. But because of that nature, it's sort of like the hole at the top sort of widens as it goes down. In fact, I will drag you over to like a little diagram for it. This is not a battle map, don't worry. But yeah, it's that sort of shape as you sort of peer down.
Okay.
You see this like pool of water in this sort of basin at the bottom of this 70-foot drop. The water starts at the 70-foot drop.
There's only one way to know it's down there. And
You're
I
damn right.
find it best that I won't be seen if I go down. I can be quiet.
Okay.
So I'll put my my boots back on, and I have the ability slow fall, which is I can just
you can reduce your falling damage because you're a monk.
yeah I can reduce my falling damage, which is what I was hoping. So, because I don't necessarily want to use my wings.
Yeah, this is the issue would be you can definitely fall down relatively easily. The issue would definitely be climbing because it's got these sort of curved walls that would be like you'd have to be traveling like almost like at a terrible angle to be climbing at.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So I can't slide down or do anything like.
No, that would be very difficult to climb.
Okay, so I am going to use my wings then.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my wings, and I would like to, just wings.
And you do smell here as well this sort of light pungence of sulfur on the air around this space.
Yeah.
And the walls themselves you see are like almost have this thin layer of like slimy wetness to them.
Yeah. So yeah, my wings just sort of pop out and just.
Yeah. Again, they push through your cloak and stuff magically, coming out of your back.
Come. And I just kind of I just put my arm out like this.
I get on his back. No. Yeah, I'll just kind of grab onto his arm with both hands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah. So this area over here is all basically just this giant lake, but there is a small, almost like little island off to the side of rock that you could see from like directly above.
I'm so happy that I got wings.
So, like,
just
a
so you
little
know,
outcropping.
I'm so ecstatic because this would have been fucking retarded.
And carrying people is difficult down here, but difficult with your wings. But you can do it. It just is like a very sort of slow going process.
Yeah.
It's more sort of like very like each flap takes a lot more effort than it usually would. But yeah. You do manage to begin to lower them down. And are you guys dropping into the water, or are you guys dropping?
That's the thing.
Island over here.
How deep is the water? Can we tell as we're going down?
You can give me a perception check to try and tell.
All right. Because if it's shallow at certain parts, I like to land in the water. Oh shit.
Yeah, you can't see how deep it is at the center, but you see at the side, it sort of like goes down and rounds like that. So you assume like the center is sort of the deepest point. But at the side, it's probably like minimum 6 foot deep. Except for this, there is this sort of outcropping area, which is basically just like a shard like of rock sticking out of the.
Okay. Well,
water.
I'll put him in the
that
goddamn.
perception, yeah. With that perception check, you also notice at the side of this outcropping, you see a small tunnel in the side. It looks natural. It looks like a cave, essentially.
All right, fine. I'll land this on the island.
Okay.
Let me land first. I just kind of tell him my feet first.
Okay.
Yeah. And you drop down and you land over on the island. You don't have to make any checks on that. But yeah. Let me just... Doop. Again, not a battle map. Also, you're a lot smaller than that. Whoa, there's two of you now. Hell yeah. There we go. But yeah, you guys land down, and you see before you this opening, like semicircle opening to what would appear to be a almost like cave tunnel heading down into darkness. It's very wide. It's probably about 40 foot wide.
Well, we found something.
But it's not very tall. Like, deeper than it is tall.
We could fit in it though, right?
Yeah, easily.
Okay, cool.
Well, hopefully we don't need to run anytime soon.
Even if
Buy
we
us
do,
out of here for around another hour.
it's fine. I have a way. Don't worry. Just do not let me fall, and we will have a method of escape.
Eh,
Trust me.
fine. And yeah, we'll. I guess I'll just start walking to the entrance.
I'm on
Okay.
him.
Yes. So you walk. You guys make your way into the entrance, and you see like the light, the very thin light that's coming through from the entrance of the cave begins to dim as you journey in. And I would like you guys. Are you trying to be moderately quiet when you do this?
I'm
Yeah.
quiet, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd like both of you to. roll.
Bargo Brug is always quiet.
Hey, I love having.
Even if I roll a 4.
No, I'm gonna
I
inspiration
kill
that
everyone.
because this is important. You rolled a 4. I mean, hey, we both rolled 4s. I'm inspirationing though.
Yeah, but even like,
That's
look
better.
at this. Even if I roll a 4, I roll a 17. It's like, what is
know.
my life?
I know. So yeah, I got a 16. Use my inspiration.
Okay. You guys begin heading into the cave. You guys get further and further in, and further in, and the cave entrance begins to sort of thin down into this smaller tunnel. And you see the walls are slimy. They have this glistening sheen to them that reflects. Both of you have dark vision, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
Half orc and tiefling. Yes.
Yeah.
So both of you are relatively fine here. I'm imagining you're hugging the walls, Fargle. And Zandrik, how are you sort of sneaking?
I don't necessarily have to be hugging the walls because I just don't make noise.
I'll tell you what. If I move you over to here, where are you guys on this? Definitely not a battle map.
Definitely.
Yeah, I guess over here is fine.
I think
That's
that is
in
the
a
wall.
wall.
Yeah.
The wall is here. It's just this is like space.
Oh, I didn't see that. It didn't load it.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are there, and you guys keep moving forward and keep moving
Is this
forward.
a 2-minute tabletop battle map?
Oh my god! Yes, it is. Thank
Wow,
you for
look how nice! Look how nice of work this guy does. I like all the details.
so much
Jesus.
tension in there. Yeah, good.
Break it with an
Okay.
advertisement.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
anyway.
Hell yeah. So,
Whatever, we gotta get paid somehow, guys.
yep. You guys continue moving through slowly, and at one point, you're being super quiet. Vogel. You're sort of hugging the walls, making sure not to misstep anywhere. But somehow, with a one less stealth, Zandrik, you at one point step on a rock, which basically just grinds slightly against the floor,
Yeah.
and you
I'll just,
begin
like,
to
look
hear
back,
this
you were just really
sound.
disappointed. Like,
Yeah, you're gonna hear this sound almost in the cave wall of this heavy sliding, like this grinding sound.
In the wall.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I look at you, Xandric, just try not to get yourself killed. And I'm gonna dash over here with my sneakiness.
Okay. You you begin to hear this sound moving around the cave and moving around. And I would like both of you to give me perception checks as this sound is beginning to like go almost directly above you in the cave.
Oh shit. Okay, this isn't sight-based, so...
Oh, hell yeah.
normal.
No, this is hearing based.
Ah.
Okay. So Vargel, you don't notice what I was hoping you would notice. But
Roasted.
you guys wait. And you begin hearing this noise moving over, and you're trying to follow exactly where it comes from. And for the audience's perspective, we see Vargel like back pressed up against the wall, looking over at Xandric, like trying to look at the ceiling, and we see out from a crack in the cave, the sort of top side of the cave above and to the right of him, we see crawling out of it a large serpentine head with these stone gray eyes, which slowly seems to slither out of the out of this opening at the top of the cave. And you see this, Xandric. So I'm going to say Vargel is surprised because this is coming from behind him, and he didn't roll very good on perception. And Xandric, you are not surprised. So
Okay.
roll initiative.
Yeah.
All right.
So I roll initiative for this thing.
I love getting a nat one.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Shame you're not acting this round.
I know. God damn.
13 and 25.
You could give me your inspiration.
25.
Frosty.
Well, yeah, because you need to warn me that it's there, and if you warn me that it's there. The issue is that I need my inspiration because I'm not an intelligent guy, and if there's gonna be a lot of intelligence, I'm gonna fail.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. I just need to remember some abilities I can use that'll help you with that. But yeah.
But yeah, you're surprised, so you will not be in combat this round, Vargel. So this thing slithers out of this crack in the ceiling, and is basically going to, like, sort of, you see its body begin to almost sort of coil and bend, as it then uses the force of this to basically push itself forwards towards Vargel, and it's going to try to attack him. As it tries to sink its teeth into Vargel.
This is very calm music for my death.
Yes, you are very correct. Battle. as it is going to try to sink its teeth into you. This is with advantage. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 will not hit me. I have 17.
As you see it at the last moment and manage to just move out of the way as its teeth sink into the stone, it seems to whip its head around. Its jaw completely unfazed from smashing into the rock as it's going to try and basically like try and bite at you again. It's the rest of its body now thudding out of the gap in the ceiling. It's going to try and bite at you again.
Ugh.
20 hit.
Shit. For some reason, I had this like moment where I was like, "Ha! You get disadvantage because double attack." But flash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been playing too much of that. That will hit.
Okay.
Ooh,
So you take
28.
14 piercing and 14 poison.
Ah.
Okay. Yes, and it's going to look over. No, it's not going to do this yet. Cool. Yeah, it just.
Is it next to me now?
Yes. So sorry, it will be over here. As it.
I was just curious.
out of
I was
the
just
hole
curious
in the
if this creature, because it would be cool if it had the ability to like lunge out, attack me, and retract its head. It'd be like, what the fuck?
roof.
Yeah, I'm just saying
it
that'd be
doesn't-
pretty fucking cool. I would do
Yeah,
it
it's
that
too.
way.
It's very hard to slither out of the. To slither back into the crack backwards. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have any like centipedal legs or anything, so it's really hard to slither back in. Okay, Xandric.
Yay.
As
Yeah.
it thuds out and is now like basically like hissing at you, Vargel.
Shit. Yeah, now I think is probably a good time to use this, so I'm going to pull out my gem. Hey, slithery fuck. Take a look at this. I'm gonna use my.
You burst into flames. Like
I'm just like ah! I don't cast.
As you say that, its head whips around towards you. What are you doing?
I'm using my Gem of Brightness as one charge effect. Brilliant
Okay.
beam of light. One creature must make a DC 15 con save or become blinded for a minute.
And this is going to be a question that I'm going to need you to answer truthfully.
Do I know whether this can see without eyes? Or
Are
what?
you looking at the creature when you raise the gem?
Oh yeah. Yeah, so what save do I
As
make
it
you?
whips its head around to you, I would like you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. Fuck. I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos on that.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, if you want
Yeah.
my inspiration, now's the time.
Okay, that
Yeah.
will make it.
Yeah.
As it whips its head around to you, you feel your joints start to seize up as you're like,
Oh.
fuck. And the gem that you're holding begins to sort of spark like little, almost like a sparkler on like a fireworks
Yeah,
sparkler.
yeah.
Begins to sort of like shoot these sort of rainbow like sparks out of it. One like green, one purple, one tangerine, one and you hold this in your hand as you like look down at it. Your joints seem to feel this sort of warmth as this hits it, and it frees. And you're raising your gem of brightness.
Yes, I am using my. I don't even.
Yes.
Doesn't say I have to use an action, but I assume it uses an action. Yeah, 15 DC 15 con save.
Yeah, it says use an action to speak one of the commands.
Okay, cool. Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So you're trying to do the brilliant beam of light, correct?
Yes.
Okay. It will make a Constitution save.
That it will. And
Does
I'm gonna do
16
something.
make the save on the. Okay.
I'm going to use Bend Luck. I'm going to penalize it
Bend
with a D4.
Okay.
Yep.
Absolute man.
Just...
I have to do it after their roll.
You are an absolute man.
Yeah. I'm just checking the exact wording on it.
Okay, cool. I can use
Keep
it on
manning
the
it
save.
up
Yeah,
over
but
there, I
it
believe in
it
you.
doesn't
You
hurt.
let me check.
Yep.
Bend luck.
I'm ready, boys.
Sorry, guys. This shouldn't take long.
I'm ready for. I mean, he's going to save next turn anyway, so. You know.
Bend luck.
Oh god, it's got a +7 on this. Jesus. On average, it'll succeed this save. This thing might just have blind sight and not even give a shit.
Okay. Cool.
Works.
That's you. Yep.
Sweet. So yeah, awesome. It'll fail, unless it doesn't.
Cool. no, it'll fail.
Sweet. All right, I've docked my sorcery points.
Cool. Yeah, you dock sorcery points as this thing's like. This is probably like what happens, right? Because as your joints start tightening up, you raise this gem, and it emits this sort of bright flash of light, which thankfully Vargul is like turned away from. As the creature's like trying to stare at you, its eyes go as it's like the eyes see shut, and as it opens them, you notice the grey stone color of its eyes has turned like a glassy white completely.
Oh.
As it like begins whipping its head around, and then it sort of like flicks its tongue into the air. Is that your?
You're a
that's your
bastard.
action?
You just made it so I can't turn you into stone.
I've
You're a
blinded
fucking
it.
bastard.
That is my turn. Yes.
Yep. All right. Cool. So that means that it's
So,
Vargul's turn. Yes.
This is clearly from a character perspective. Would I ever, you think, encountered one? No. Is there a way I can make a check to know what this creature is?
This
Because I don't
is
want
a
to just
very,
meta it and be like,
yeah,
oh, I'm
this
not
is-
going to
this
look
is-
at it.
This is a very, very rare type of creature, and it's in a very different form to the previous iteration of it. So I would like you to roll me a nature check, but you will have to beat a 20 on this because it will be a hard check.
Okay.
Give it.
Well, let's try it. Oh my god.
Yeah, cool. You have encountered the smaller stage of these, and when you like, 'cause you like to know a bit about the things that you kill when you tell other people about it. So you when you encountered somebody who you were trying to sell it to them, they asked you essentially when you were like, "This is venom from one of those basilisk creatures," and he was like, "The adult ones?" You're like, "The adult ones," and then he like showed you a picture of this, and that's the only like indication you've ever seen of these. But yes. You would be aware.
But so,
moderately.
the only reason I'm asking is that Brennan knows they can petrify you by looking at you.
You've encountered
So,
one of the
I
you've
was wondering if
you've
I would
encountered
know.
one of the young. You know that.
Okay, cool. That's all I'm wondering because I don't want to meta and be like, I'm not going to look at it. You know, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
only
yeah.
reason I'm
That's
asking.
fine,
Is
that's
just because it makes sense to my guy might know. So So I'm gonna try and move. Oh god, I'm gonna try and move to the side of it so that it's, you know, it's like I can kind of like bypass its head.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't, you know, so even if I'm like so that it, you know, its peripherals are looking at me, I'm just trying to not, and I want to jab my dagger into this body, and I'm just gonna start fucking this thing up.
Yeah, you move to the side, and you're gonna try and jab your dagger in. Okay.
Yeah. So the dagger that I'm going to use in the cockatrice venom, just because it's gonna go away. I don't know if this will do anything to this creature, but I have to use it because it's gonna be a waste otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I'm gonna attack once. I'm assuming that probably won't hit.
That will not hit, unfortunately.
22 will hit, though,
hit.
so I'll roll the damage for that.
7, and it needs to... I put the cockatrice poison in your magic items, so you should be able to see...
Yeah, it needs to do a DC 13.
Okay, and this is a con save?
I believe it's a con save, yes.
Okay. It makes the first one. Because I think it has to make... is this the one where it has to make multiples? Cockatrice venom.
After one fail save, all it says is that a DC save after one fail save, they become restrained. After 2 fail saves, they are petrified.
Yeah, it says if the target succeeds 2 saves, they shake off the effect. So we'll have to make at least 1 more save. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So it makes the save, so it just takes the 7 and doesn't take sneak attack damage. Cool.
Doesn't actually? I'm sorry to interrupt. Is it actually blinded?
Yes. Sorry, you have advantage.
Yeah,
It does take sneak
gotta say. So you do sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
It will. So it does take sneak attack because it's blinded. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because you get advantage to hit it. If you have advantage, you always get sneak attack.
Nice.
Okay.
Which is why barbarians are stupid.
And I'm not going to flurry of blows it. If it turns its head to try and attack me or do anything, I'm going to. So I'm saving that action.
You're going to what? Sorry.
I'm going to dodge. I'm going to save that action of key.
Okay.
If it attacks me, it's on its turn. So
Okay,
I'm not going to flurry of blows it.
Yeah, you minus 1 key, because you have to minus 1 key to dodge as a mark.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. So you minus 1 key as you take the dodge action as you start preparing, and on turn it is going to
That big 17 damage when I normally do like disgusting.
Its tongue flickers in the air as its head like stops moving about. You stab it in its side, and its head like whips around towards you, like in your vague direction, and then begins like moving. And it opens its mouth wide, and you see the sort of weird like webbing that it has in between like the sides of its jaw as it opens its mouth and like reels back a bit. I would like both of you to give me Constitution saves as it spits poison out of its mouth.
Oh shit!
In a 60-foot line, so this will hit both of you.
Yes. I am going to. Yeah, I said I'm gonna use my inspiration on that.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh baby.
Okay, that'll do it. So you guys take half of this damage. And that is acid damage.
Okay.
So you guys take 14 acid damage
Well,
as this hits into you. And that's its turn. So I need to make a con save against blind.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Against blindness.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that will make it. So it shakes its head as its eyes begin to materialize back into this stony texture. And its eyes they don't have pupils, which is the weird thing. Its eyes just seem to be completely stone across them, much like a tiefling's eyes. So yes. Xandric, what would you like to do?
Okay. Yeah, I would like to...
By the way, was I not able to try and dodge that attack?
No, because it's not a dexterity save.
Okay.
It's going to hit you. That's how this creature works.
Okay.
It's just like whether your like body is able to basically fight off the not be as harmed by the acid because of the thickness of your skin and whatnot.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's just because it's like it's straight up like is spitting with the velocity of essentially a bullet, so it's almost impossible to dodge.
Yeah.
Whereas like a dragon's
No, it
fire
makes
breath is
sense
slow.
to me. I'm just curious.
Cool. But yeah, what would you like?
I only
to do
ask
then,
because I
Greg?
haven't done this class. So.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, that's fine.
Huh. Yeah, might as well. I'm going to rush up to it and might as well not be in a line. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get around it, like where Vargal was just then, and trying not to look at it. I'm going to cast. I'm gonna use Shocking Grasp on it, if I might.
Okay.
Is it concentrate? Alrighty. And oh, tragic.
Yeah, unfortunately that will not hit. As you go to like grab it, its formula just like you go to grab it like its skin, and you hit, and the lightning sort of like arcs off your fingers, but the skin around where you hit seems to grow. Sort of the scales seem to grow stone-like as you grab onto them.
Okay.
This seems to be a creature that has more command over stone than most things that aren't stone elementals that you've seen.
Okay. Yep. And I think that's probably going to end up being me. Yeah. Yeah, I'll say that is me.
Cool.
I'll just hang out. Try not to look at it.
Okay. Poggle.
I'd like to jump. This is technically in its space, correct? Or can I say that there's like areas where I can jump in between it because of how its body works?
Yeah, you can jump inside of it. You can take up the same space. Just at the end of the turn, you'll have to leave because it will basically because it moves about and like shifts so much, you will have to like move out of its space just from getting like pushed by one of its coils, like moving into the place where you once were. So yeah, you can move in and attack it, and then
so I'm going to jump over here. I'm just trying to get behind it. Yeah, I'm going to try and I'm trying to. So I'm going to move in here. I'm just trying to get away from so it doesn't know who to look at or whatever, etc. So I'm going to jump in here, and I'm going to attack it twice.
Okay, that will hit.
Oh, that's good.
And that will hit.
Good.
And there is a target within 5 feet, so you get sneak attack damage on one of those.
I mean, on the crit, I would hope.
I'll give the sneak attack on the crit. Yeah.
You deal 23 damage with that, and then sneak attack. You can roll that again because it crits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like you basically to establish a thing where you always sneak attack on your first one unless you say beforehand. Cool? Is that cool?
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that I could,
Yeah.
that, once again, I haven't played the class, so,
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm
that's
cool
fine.
with that. It's always on
Yeah.
first.
Just so that if you don't like crit on the second one, you're like, no, I sneak attack on that. Like, yeah, just decide like you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna meta it, so.
Yeah, just be like, roll one, be like, I'm sneak attacking on that one, then roll the next one. So yeah, cool.
Okay.
So, yeah,
And
you do
I'm going
severe damage as you
to.
tear into this thing, basically like ripping off a part of its hide and then like stabbing into it deeply with the other strike.
And stunning strike.
Mm-hmm.
That is to paralyze it, right? If it doesn't make a save.
Yes, you can basically apply it to any one of your attacks that you've already done. Basically, when you make an attack, you're like, I want to stunning strike that attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
And stunning strike, what does it do exactly?
They have to make a save, and if they do not make the save, they are stunned until the end of your next turn, which basically means you get advantage to hit them. It makes them incapacitated.
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah. So I think just maybe.
Yeah, it can't take actions and reactions, and you get advantage to hit them.
Damn. So could I have tried to do that on my second attack?
Yes, you can do it after the attack.
Just for fun.
Yeah. So it will make a con save. Yeah, as you try and hit this thing's pressure points.
I don't think you want to roll another attack.
You don't need to roll anything on stunning strike.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it makes the save. This
Hell
thing
yeah,
is,
dude! Look at that crit.
Its body is serpentine, and it's something you've noticed a lot in your days of monster fighting. It's a lot harder to find pressure points on something with like a much longer body. So you try and like go for sections of the midsection where you estimate organs to be. You try and go for like around the head to neck area, but you can't find a good spot to stun it. And as you hit into it, it just like hisses and whips its head around towards you. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll jump over this direction.
It's going to make a bite attack towards you.
Who?
Towards Vargal.
Okay.
Vargal.
So this is the first one. Oh moly.
Oh,
That'll hit.
fuck.
Yep. That's bad.
Yeah, it is.
So this is the piercing damage.
Gosh, Jesus fuck.
And this is the
Okay.
poison damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
You're not, because you're a half orc. So you're back on 1 hit point. If you would like to be.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I'm back on 1 HP.
Like an
boy.
half work.
Hey,
Oh,
love me
fuck.
some half orcs.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, it sinks its teeth into you and basically like just is on your arm as the veins around it just start growing blackened as you tense, and they shred it like the veins. This sort of black spread reaches up to your shoulder before you're able to like, rip your arm out with these 2 deep gouges in your forearm. And as it's doing that, its tail whips around and is going to try and hit Zadric.
Oh, okay.
So, Zadric,
I'm not. Oh crap! This is the only
give
problem
me
with.
a strength saving throw.
Okay, yeah. Let me do that.
What were you gonna say, sorry?
Nothing. It's just the only problem with doing this in Roll20 is that like you can't just say okay he hits you, and then I say I want to use shield, and then you say he still hits you. Because the thing is,
do you wanna use shield?
I would have used shield honestly. It doesn't
Okay.
help, but I would have used it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can. I will just for this scenario. I'll allow you to not use it
Okay. Thanks.
if you would prefer to. Yeah. Just.
I
'cause-
want to use Hellish Rebuke instead. It feels a little meta, but
Yep.
we're gonna die. So
Hellish Rebuke is fine.
You want a strength save. Yeah, here you go.
I'm going to activate your magic surge then.
okay. That's what I want to see.
So roll me a d10,000. So your strength save fails. So you are, as this tail basically like slams into you, you are thrown backwards 10 feet, and you take
Uh-oh. That's a
So
really
we'll
low
take-
number.
11 and
Yeah, I was gonna say, damn.
you take 21 damage as you're
Okay.
thrown backwards 10 feet.
Could be worse.
497.
Yeah, that's low. Uh-oh.
Let me find where I've
This is
taken
gonna be fun, ladies and gentlemen.
497.
Yeah. What? Boy.
As you are thrown
Yeah.
backwards 10 feet and are about to smash into the ground, your form seems to almost inflate, your fingers growing more chubby like fat sausages as you become extremely overweight, which allows you more cushioning as you hit
Oh my
the
god.
ground, and are now basically the detriment of this is you have half speed, but you are now basically extremely obese.
Oh no. No, God. All right. Shit.
This is until the end of this day, basically, until you have a
Okay.
long rest.
Okay, I'll try to keep that in mind.
You're extremely obese right
my
now.
God.
Damn wild magic.
I weigh like
Yeah, but you hit
300
the
pounds.
ground. Yeah, so you take
Oh.
21 damage as
I
you
feel
go
fat.
backwards,
now.
and it will
Yep.
make a dex save.
Yep. Praise.
Yeah, you can't fly him out of here now.
No. I mean, I can still get us out, but Christ.
It fails, so it takes 15 fire.
Fire. Yes.
Nice. As you scorch the tail as it grabs onto you, you grab onto it, and flames just erupt from your fingers, wreathing around its tail as it lets out another screech, releasing Vargle from its teeth. But yes, nice.
Yep.
That's its turn.
Sweet. Yeah, so I'm fucking fat. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get up. Does it have my movement? Just my speed entirely?
Yes.
So I get up, and oh no, that's 7.5 feet technically. Because yeah, okay. Then I'm just
half the
gonna
movement.
I'm gonna waddle. Ugh, damn it! What the fuck? Why am I so fat? Yeah, I'm just like
Oh god.
you did it. Yeah, and I'm just pointing at the snake. Like fuck you. God. Yeah. So what the hell? What do I do in this scenario? Actually, seeing the situation we're in, I might have a decent
Run.
idea. Run! No. I cannot run without you, brother. Let's see here. No, I can do
Get away
something about
without
this.
you.
Hold on. I am going... Do I notice the Dire Straits he's in?
I mean, kind of. It's hard versus through the mass of the creature, so you don't know exactly how bad it is, but you see like a lot of blood whenever you see him like dodging about from the other side.
Is this thing size gargantuan?
Let me check.
Yeah. This will...
It is size huge.
Well, well, well. Oh, boy. Oh, I got my Tides of Chaos back, so that's something. Yeah. How high is this ceiling? Yeah, actually, that's kind of important.
In this part of the cave,
Yeah.
In the part where it begins to like narrow in, it's probably about 15 feet from floor to roof.
15 feet? Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. Because what I'm considering doing...
No.
Yes. Is... I mean, fuck it. You know, you don't get anywhere without gambling. A little bit. So, I'm going to telekinesis.
All right.
I love this spell. It's such a good spell.
Yeah. And again, you bring both your hands up. And
Such
hold
meaty
them.
hands.
And let's see. Yeah, with your big like sausage fingers.
Yeah.
And it has to make
Such a
strength
contested check.
It needs to make, a strength check contested by my spellcasting ability.
And you're trying to lift it or push it?
I'm trying to push it. I'm trying...
Push it away?
Ultimately, I want to push it, like... I can move it in a in any direction. I want to push it in this direction. I want to push it up against this wall.
Okay.
If possible.
Yes. So it makes a strength check,
yep.
right?
And I make a charisma. I got an 18. Okay. And there's a couple things. Nice!
Yes! And that one,
Damn.
as you slam its body into the wall.
And is restrained. Sick.
Yep. Slam it into the wall and it holds there, trying to like loosen as its head like waits in your direction. This is just before this.
Yeah.
This is a creature you can see within range, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I would like as you like slam it into the wall, its like head begins whipping around. I would like you to just make a Constitution save.
Yep. That makes sense. I have to look at it.
But it will be slammed into the. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I was like,
nice.
You have to see it.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. You make it. So you are not turned to stone. Cool. Yeah, as you slam this into the wall, that is your action. Would you like to do anything as... Wait, roll a d20?
No, not today. Okay. Yeah.
That would have been amazing.
I know, right?
I'm fat and on fire.
Oh my god.
But yes.
No,
yeah, just like what the fuck.
I think that is going to be...
So you would have been burning fat, is what you were...
Oh! Just fucking flabbering all over the place. Yeah, that's my turn.
Way to lose weight.
Yeah.
Okay. Vargo, sorry.
So restrained means it's restrained until its turn?
No.
Restrained is restrained until it succeeds on the checks. It's when it's basically when Xandric makes his next thing.
Yep.
It's going to succeed probably.
Lol.
But
if
I run, you're gonna die.
It's literally a 50-50.
Yeah, exactly.
If I run, you're gonna die. So I'm going to take this opportunity.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, if I run, you're going to die. So I can't run. I was going to run.
Okay. You have potions, dude.
Go up here.
You have potions.
I used my potion on you.
You used my potion.
Yeah, you did.
You had the epic health potion.
I used...
You said you used his potion when
I don't have
because I've rewatched the VOD. You said you take out his potion and use it.
You have a really good health potion on you.
Oh, okay. What is it? What is
greater
it do?
healing,
I don't have
think,
it in
right?
my inventory.
Your one is in the magic items section, Brennan.
Okay, yeah. Go for it.
It's the one that gives you temp HP as well. That's your one.
You don't need to go that close to it. Or you could and then just, like, piss on it.
Yeah, your one's the one that gives you temp HP.
Okay, so I would roll a 4d4 plus 4, and then a 1d6.
If you want to chug it, yeah.
Chug it.
$14.
Nice, 16.
16. Yeah.
And then you get 2 temp HP.
That's good.
Cool.
Yeah.
As you down this like goopy marshmallow-like substance from this vial, your wounds seem to begin to basically heal up as you feel bolstered by the warmth of this liquid.
Nice, and that's my action.
That's
Correct?
your bonus action if you had it prepared. If you had it like on your belt
okay.
and not just like in a bag, that would be a bonus action. If you had to like rummage around in your bag to get it out, that would be an action.
Everything that I keep besides like my food and stuff is literally just on this thing on my chest, right? All of my daggers, all of my so I'm going to assume that it was a bonus action, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, so I'll go over here and I'm just going to start beating the shit out of this thing if I can.
Alrighty. Roll me some attacks.
Not bad.
17 will hit. 22 will hit. 9. And you're sneak attacking the first one? Oh no, you don't get sneak attack.
I always am a
do
sneak
because it has
Advantage, yep.
9.
Yeah, I always sneak attack the first one. So
Okay, cool. So yeah, unless you say otherwise.
like even if it misses, I'm going to always
No,
sneak attack the
like
first
your sneak attack will hit on the second one if you hit on the second one and miss on the first one. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing is you can do it once per round.
So it's always the first attack if it hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always is the first attack if it hits, just so I don't have to say it.
Yeah, you stab into its side and run it along its body, and then using part of its sort of upper torso section of its serpentine body, you use that as sort of like a platform, leap down and stab the second dagger into like the side of its neck and try and like rip it as it like whips its head around, throws you off, but you've got like a deep gouge in its neck and it's looking like it's having a rough time. Is there would you like to do anything else?
I'm gonna key and I'm going to flurry of blows it.
Okay, so you're making 2 unarmed strikes. 11, no, it's restrained, so 19 will hit and 23 will hit. Okay, Brennan.
He rolled 2 ones.
As you slam your 2 fists into this, how would you like to end it?
Yes! So worth it.
Oh god. Okay, so I think what my guy would do is that, you know, I've stabbed it once. So I took out a dagger and I've stabbed it in a point, and then I see that it's like it's writhing around, so I grab my other dagger, I bring it close to its head and I stab it. And then I noticed that it's sort of like loosened up its neck area. So with my 2 like flurry of blows, I would like to sort of go underneath it and just start like I'd like to punch up straight into its throat and its mouth and just try and like rip out this area of it, like where its veins are.
Yeah. So you punch, but you punch like when your knuckles are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you punch up into its neck and you keep punching until both your knuckles and its neck are just like bloody and horrific. And you throw one other punch up and you hear this part of its jaw just break as it snaps, as its jaw falls loose, and then you punch with the other hand and it just goes straight through the skin at the bottom of its neck, and you can feel like its tongue at the top of your fist, and you pull your hand out coated in this sort of bluish purple blood all over your hand as the creature slumps down and its head like lands right next to your feet.
Just like fling my hands because they're covered in.
Yeah.
I'll just back up from it.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh. I'll just slump against a wall.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I don't feel so good. Oh,
I just kind of like now just notice his state, just sort of like, the fuck?
all my clothing is bursting at the seams slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. What a fucking wild magic. Damn it. This is... Ugh, I'm just like grabbing all the
just
flab.
for time, it's probably like late afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. How do you feel, friend?
I'm like looking at the giant bite marks in my arm where it's like black.
Yeah, like these 2 like horrific just sink marks in your arm. Probably like ruined one of your tattoos actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And at this point, like I'm just looking at him. I'm gonna and just like start to cut where the the wounds are, trying to drain this liquid out of me. Like
yeah.
Where where the excess poison is on my skin. Like just
Yeah. And you first like you pick some like stones and stuff that had gotten in there, like some dust. You have to like pick that out from where you like landed on the ground, and then you straight up like dig a dagger into basically a section where you see like a vein is traveling and the black goop is sort of, like going up one of your main veins, and you like dig a dagger into it and then like try and apply pressure onto it as soon as it starts bleeding after the goop starts falling out, and you're like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly. And grab some of my cloths and start wrapping it, but just like it's terrible.
Disgusting.
I'm like, you know, Far Cry 2. Have you ever played Far Cry 2?
Oh God, no.
How, like there's like bits of metal in you, and you're just ripping them out and shit. Like that's sort of what I'm doing to myself, right? Like, really gross shit.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna take a break here.
Oh wow.
And we'll pick up
Take a break.
again.
Cool.
Didn't
I'm
even
gonna pee
notice.
real quick.
All right.
Do it.
I'm gonna take my jumper off because it's getting really hot.
Do it.
Hey everybody.
Varga wins. Fatality.
That's what I'm talking about, man.